welcome to Scrub Mode, the podcast that sits at the intersection of gaming and monsters. My name's Julio. Welcome to the show. I'm joined by my two friends here.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
I'm John, and this is basically a manifesto episode.
A manifesto, you say?
Before we get into...
Is it now?
I recently fell into... We'll get there. Should we do some pleasantries first? You guys want me to just yell a screed at you?
No, I want pleasantries.
Okay.
I gotta ease into it a little bit, yeah.
I think pleasantries are important.
Yeah.
How pleasant are these trees?
Oh, man. Okay, this is gonna sound like I'm high as fuck, but you ever just see a tree and you're like, wow. Nature is good.
All the time, yeah.
I do feel that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at trees and I think, do they move at night?
You were both, maybe this is a funny story. So, hey, you guys know I'm from California, and there are trees in California, but not like there are at Washington State.
Yeah, there's not like woods or anything in Southern California.
Yeah, not really. Not the same way. And so, like, when I first came up to Washington for college, I'd be like, that's woods, man. There could be anything in there. It's deep woods. And my friends are like, dog, that is 20 trees. There's nothing in there.
It's the woods, though. It's a forest.
I was like, Bigfoot could be in there. The trees from Evil Dead could be in there. Legit, like I feel like the moment there are so many trees you can't see through to the other side, that becomes forest.
Yeah.
That's how you recognize it's forest.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I got made fun of. So, like, that's not forest. Let me show you a real forest. It extends for miles.
Yeah, it goes on for a while.
They're like, those aren't. You can't see the forest for the trees. No, but that must be very funny. Where they're just like, you want to see a forest? And then they take you to a third place. And you're just like, wait a minute.
Well, here's the thing, is the third place looked like the second place, but it just went on forever instead of 20 trees.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying, it's all like, hey, I probably shouldn't be in the middle of a forest.
Because we talked about it during the Jenny Greenteeth episode, during the Hags episode, but you guys remember what duckweed is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was like marching around the forest, and I was like, this is great, this is beautiful, and they're like, watch out for duckweed, and I was like, I'm gonna have a great time in this forest, I'm not slowing down, and I immediately lost my shoe into a mud puddle covered in duckweed.
Wow.
I don't know, I don't belong in the forest.
I think I do.
You're like,
well
that's
in the
not
forest.
my place.
Yeah, do the monkey neurons fire when you're in the forest, Julio?
A little bit, I think they do.
You look up at the towering trees and you feel the hair grow on your body just a little bit faster.
I will say, since starting rock climbing, I'm looking at trees with an appreciation I haven't since I was 11, where I'm like, oh, that's a good handhold.
Yeah. There's something about
I bet I could
climbing
do a
tree.
heel hook there, get up to the next branch. Yeah, that'd be good to hide from a tiger in.
I wish I could climb trees still. I probably could if I tried.
Next time you're up here, we'll take you rock climbing.
That'd be fun.
I think
Very
it's some
similar
like
vibe.
I'd like
some
that.
like ironic way, like doing like wall climbing as a sport, like indirectly just kind of reactivates ape brain.
Yeah.
It
My
really
favorite.
does, yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like and I'm not that good yet. I'm doing like V6s at max.
Mm-hmm.
But like there are certain rock wall things where you're just like big arms out fully and you're just swinging, and I'm like, oh, the monkey neurons are really going. This is really making a lot of some kind of feel good chemical, because I'm just like, oh. People work. Apes together strong.
Something about that, man. Something about our ape ancestry.
Yeah. I mean, we still
so
apes.
strange.
We're not arboreal apes, but we still apes.
Yeah, we're still apes. We're not we're like the lamest ones, but we're apes.
That kind of
I
ties
don't know.
back. What do you mean?
Oh no, it's just like, I don't know. We got the intelligence. I don't think we can be the lamest ape.
I mean, physicality wise, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, we're never gonna be like orangutan tearing your face off strong, but Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never be like silverback gorilla punching a hole through a car or something.
I'm sure you've seen that gif of a silverback gorilla just displaying dominance by grabbing a game warden by the ankle and just dragging him for 20 feet, and the game warden's like, if I fight back, he'll kill me. I just got a ragdoll.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
Just gotta
So it's
let it
this
loose.
Gorilla, just like this, he's tall because I think he's like, Kenyan or something like that. He's fit because he's a game warden, and he's still just like going ragdoll as the gorilla's dragging him because he's like, I gotta.
Yeah, you don't fuck with the gorillas, man.
He's just showing off. He doesn't mean it.
He's just showing. He's showing it. He's showing that he could easily destroy us.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just making sure everybody knows.
Oh man, I saw the gorillas at the zoo, the San Diego Zoo. They're awesome. They're great. They're so great.
My wife doesn't like seeing the gorillas at the zoo because she's like, they're too people-like. I'm a little uncomfortable.
They're a little people-like, yeah.
We did have a moment at the LA Zoo several summers ago where we were watching the gorillas, and one was like eating an orange, obviously just like a human would, like peeling out the stuff. And we just had this moment where I was like, it was a super hot day. He was sitting in the river, and we're like, wow, they're so people-like. And then he threw up the orange into his hand and looked at it and started eating it again, and the illusion was broken.
And you're like, yep, that's where it ends.
With less
I think
distress,
there's some people that would do that.
I can't rule it out.
Maybe he just wanted to taste the orange again. He's just like, He did the Neptune thing. He was like, that is so good, I'd eat it twice.
Oh man, what are we talking about today, Chad?
What are we talking about today? Have you ever heard about the show called Mountain Monsters?
Mountain Monsters?
Mountain Monsters.
Monsters in the mountains.
Oh,
in the mountains of West Virginia.
Is it kind of like in the same vein as like River Monsters, where that guy goes around and like fishes up
I fucking wish Jeremy Wade's a national treasure, an international treasure.
He's great. That show is great because they actually like find stuff.
Yeah, that show is cool.
I think we've said this before. Is even when he's like, okay, so Kappa isn't real, I'm going to try to hunt the Kappa, but when that doesn't work, I'm going to bring up a 6-foot-long salamander anyway.
Yeah.
Like
they're just like, you know what's really cool though, and they bring up this amphibian or like fish that's just like 12 feet in length and like weighs like 80 pounds, and they're just like, look what we found. It's like, how is that alive?
That lives on Earth with us.
Yeah.
No, if River Monsters is the best of the hunter shows, I think Mountain Monsters is the worst.
Oh no.
This is a show that's over a decade old.
Wow.
I didn't even know it was running that long.
Yeah, me neither. I had no idea.
It's still going?
Yeah, everyone has done a video on it, from like Danny Gonzalez to Billiam, like people who don't do videos on paranormal stuff because the show is so ridiculous. Mm-hmm. They've all done videos on it. We're latecomers, but I recently started watching it while unemployed, and it fucking broke my brain.
Wow.
And so I dug into it, and I think Mountain Monsters is like sort of patient zero for where we are. If you let me stick a high school thesis on this.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is, as I said, this is a paranormal show where they hunt monsters.
Mm-hmm.
They specifically hunt monsters in West Virginia and the surrounding territories because they are Appalachian monster hunters.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
The show is the team is composed of Buck, who is the new guy. They constantly shit on him for being the new guy.
Okay.
There's Huckleberry, who is security. They all have guns. I don't know what his actual job is.
Security.
There is Jeff, who is the research scientist who mostly just reads off Wikipedia and changes the names.
Cool.
There's Trapper, who's the leader.
Okay.
And then there's Willie, who's the trapper. You're already crumbling.
That's funny. And
then there's Wild Bill, who is insane. He often will run off into the darkness with a knife, trying to kill and eat the monsters.
He's the wild card.
He's the wild card.
He's the wild card. There's 6.
We'll never know what he's gonna do.
This is twice the size of Zach Baggins' team.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you said this is going on for 12 years?
Yeah, this is this has been going on for over a decade. They actually, it's still going on, because even though it's not on TV anymore, they have a YouTube show, like most paranormal shows that get canceled.
Oh my god. Wait a minute.
Just pivot to YouTube, I guess.
Yeah.
You're telling
Despite the
telling
death
me
of
that
one
the
of their
new guy
members.
has been the new guy for
The
for
new
10
guy's
years?
not a leader. He gets groomed to replace Trapper, who is, again, the leader and not the Trapper.
I just Googled mountain monsters, and this looks like the...
But then what does Trapper do? Did he retire?
He died.
These
He
guys look
died?
like the Duck Hunt Dynasty guys.
Yes, they do. They're very...
Wait, he died?
Yeah, well, these are men who are
Weird
mostly in
lore.
their 60s and 70s. None of them are...
Oh,
and
I see.
I mean this with no malice or cruelty or making fun of them. They do not appear to have lived the healthiest lifestyles.
Okay.
Anyway.
They're up there hunting monsters.
Well, they hunt their monsters in forest, out, and off-road golf carts a lot.
I see.
There does not seem to be a lot of... they've been bested by streams that are 3 inches deep. There's... The point I'm trying to get to is...
Yeah.
this show commits what... I've struggled to put a button on this, but the show commits what I think is a reality TV sin, in that it straight up lies to you. Right?
Yeah.
Every reality show lies. I'm not stupid. I know they all have writers and producers and editors, right?
Yeah.
They construct drama from whole cloth, but say what you will about Zach Baggins, but when he goes to a haunted location, an allegedly haunted location, and if he doesn't get shit, he lies and says his tummy hurts.
Yeah.
But the mountain monster guys will go to a location where there is no monster that might be their backyard, make up a monster from whole cloth. Many of the cryptids they hunt on the show do not exist in the lore outside of this show.
Mm-hmm.
And then claim that just off screen they had a gun battle with a pterodactyl.
Just off screen.
Just off screen.
Wow.
Like they don't even do any special effects. It's just like, wow, that was a crazy fight with a Tyrannosaurus that we had back there.
It's very painful. There's multiple shots where you're like, well, this is a monster POV shot. There's no way they could have gotten this if this is real without the cameraman being torn apart by Big Feet.
So they would interstitial shots from the monster's point of view.
No,
That's
like
funny.
action shots. Like there's a shot of them from the Bigfoot point of view multiple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they would put in they would just cut in shots of the monster's view.
Yes.
Wow.
Also,
that's
they
super funny. Also, Gesundheit.
We should
yeah.
maybe watch one episode for a Patreon
For
thing at some
posterity.
point.
I'd be down. Oh, man.
They also, as the show Big Feats, which is a Mountain Monsters watch-along show, points out, they seem to be inventing improv from first principles.
Oh, no.
There doesn't seem to be a plan ever. They just seem to say, like, oh, the nut harvest was bad, Bigfoot eats nuts, now Bigfoot is going to eat this guy's kids.
Can you imagine being like
What?
the producer on the show and...
Oh,
Producer.
Okay. Julio, do you want...
I'm sure if
wanna
you
take a
watch
quick
the
guess?
credits, it's all like Trapper's the producer.
No. You want to guess how many producers there are?
How many? I'm going to guess 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay, I was close.
Wow.
There are as
bad.
many producers as there are
Monster
Mountain
Hunter.
Monsters team members, and none of them are
Yeah.
the same people.
Okay. Wow.
So they got a completely separate team of producers to
Yeah.
produce the show.
It seems... It's insane.
Who the
Anyway,
heck-
but this is...
Who the
this
heck
is,
did they hire?
Well, that's another thing, is none of these guys have a history before or after this, so people have speculated that this is... None of these guys fucking know each other, despite their claims that they've been hunting monsters for 7 years. They may have just pulled together a bunch of hillbillies at random. And been like, you've been hunting monsters for 7 years. That's your backstory. Go.
Yeah.
Golf cart into the woods.
Again, improv.
Yeah.
Wow.
These are dudes that like never heard of the word improv and then were like just unknowingly performing it.
Yeah. If I were a good researcher, if I had a little more time, I would have gone through the episode and told you how many cryptids they improv from whole scratch.
Mm-hmm.
They also cover cryptids multiple times that they've already done, because they, like, the Wampus Cat is the bloodless howler. Like, they cover stuff.
Return of Bigfoot.
Well, they don't say it's they actually do. They got their ass kicked by the Ohio Grassman, which is a Ohio Bigfoot. They came back to kick his ass, where they got defeated by a chair and a door.
Wow. Grassman of Perry County.
Yeah.
See, that's like episode 2.
Yeah. But there's a return
we
of
lost to the
Grassman.
Grassman.
But they never frame it as losing. That's why it's so frustrating. Multiple times they'll be in a cornfield where the monsters are all around them, hidden by the corn and bullying them.
Yeah.
And then the monsters will leave. And they'll be like, well, we scared away the monster. Time for us to go. And it's like, the monster's going to come back and eat that guy's kids next week. You've already established the stakes. You can't just leave.
They have to leave. They have to leave.
Yeah.
There's nothing left they can do. The monster has escaped.
Yeah.
You know? It's like what do you do at that point?
Yeah. And like, okay, here's a great example of, so like,
There's like 6, there's like a whole season of just Bigfoot.
yeah, they have weird Bigfoot lore. Bigfoot is psychic and he has a Native American child bride.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
This isn't
No.
part of my lore.
That's part of the thing, is they have some really weird Native American lore. Like, the Wampus Cat is allegedly made up of the Native Americans who got Trail of Tears.
Mm.
And so it's a little offensive to, like, pick that monster up and put it in West Virginia, away from, where the people who got Trail of Tears mostly were.
Yeah.
They got,
Like Oklahoma and stuff.
They got Exodus.
Yeah. Like, it's sort of, it's bad to make a monster that's the souls of a bunch of genocided people that you want to shoot.
Yeah.
It's bad to rip that monster away from its culture. You
Yeah.
know? It's also stuff like the Snallygaster is supposed to be in, like, Maryland and stuff like that, and they just
He just
Control
shows
F
up.
Maryland, Control V Appalachia.
They got like, they got so many Bigfoot episodes.
Oh yeah, Bigfoot's the easy people. They got into a beef with Finding Bigfoot because Finding Bigfoot called them fake and gay,
Oh,
and they're like,
wow.
"This is all 100% real." When Bigfoot psychically controlled Huckleberry to walk into a stream, that was real.
That was real. Bigfoot has developed these powers.
We've talked about kayfabe before, right? And like how none of these shows ever break kayfabe, but these guys are so much worse. Like, their kayfabe is so much less believable because they're making it up on the spot and they're not anchoring it to anything else.
Yeah.
Which, again, I think that breaks a cardinal rule. Like, I don't believe this stuff is real. I want to believe this stuff is real, but it's why they tag based on a true story to so many horror movies that aren't, or it makes it scarier.
Yeah.
And so you can't just be freeballing it.
You can't. You gotta stick to it. You gotta
at least like maintain continuity between your your episodes.
And the
You're
other
like, Grassman has shown up. He has a knife made out of grass. and then the next episode is all like, Grassman's shown up again. Seems that he's adapted.
Ryan, they fight two lightning Bigfoots called the Thunder Brothers who are immune to guns, so they need to get a magical axe. I'm not kidding. You've basically written a Mountain Monsters episode.
Calling them the Thunder Brothers make them sound like a wrestling team.
Yeah, doesn't it? Or like a minor Teen Titans villain.
The Thunder Brothers.
Or at least like an Americanized Japanese folklore.
Yeah. The red Oni, blue Oni.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
anyway.
What do you call it? What is it? Like, Raiden? Like...
Raijin and Fujin? I don't...
Yeah, something like that. The lightning and wind god.
Yeah.
Which are like giant Onis.
Legendary creature, elemental warrior or something.
All right, I would like to walk you guys
Thunder
through...
Brothers is so funny.
So fun. I would like to walk you guys through 3 examples of Mountain Monster improv lore, and you tell me...
Yeah.
You just tell me how you're feeling about this. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Mothman moved between two telephone poles when a witness looked at him. Therefore,
Okay.
like the witness looked at him, looked away, looked back, Mothman had moved.
Okay.
Therefore, Mothman can teleport.
Or just move. When
So
you're not
we need a
looking.
trap that will stop Mothman from teleporting.
A trap.
Don't know how you're gonna construct that, but all right.
A trap to
Mothman
stop him from teleporting.
Was on the pole because he eats electricity. So our trap needs to be able to mess with him teleporting via using electricity. ... Mothman did 9/11. I'm not joking.
How did it jump? What?
Are they using what Mothman
Man,
eats
that
to somehow
escalated.
stop him from teleporting based on what one guy said? Yes.
How did we jump
How
to
did Mothman
9/11?
do 9/11? Unclear. That's part of it.
Man, that's crazy.
Unclear, but probably according to them.
So the Snallygaster is an 800-pound, 20-foot wingspan creature. Real quick, what kind of trap might you build to catch a flying creature?
That's 800 pounds with a 200-foot wingspan.
20 foot,
net.
but yeah.
So 20 foot wingspan.
I'd say a net. Like a big net.
Right.
Like a wicker basket.
A box with a stick.
Like something. Yeah. There's a box with a stick.
Yeah, I can't. Yes, they built a box with a stick. They built a 10 by 5 foot box with a stick.
Wow.
I can't believe you got that. What the fuck? Are you on Wikipedia?
No, it's just like these. You
box
set
with a
it
stick
up
with some
for us.
rope
You giving us
attached
the
to-
clues. Where
I
it's just
guess.
like these are just like 6 dudes that are just making stuff up. Like I can't not think of just like, oh yeah, they might just do the kid thing where it's just like I'm gonna put
Yes.
a box with a stick and a little
You know,
string on it.
I know it's probably like tangentially related, but like, there's another show called UFO Cowboys.
No.
UFO
Uh-oh.
Cowboys.
It's pretty brand new. It's like came out this
I'm-
year, I think.
Please
Oh my
excuse me.
God.
I'm going to Google UFO Cowboys.
UFO Cowboys.
Boy, my wife is not going to hear the end of this. Return of the Skywatch. Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. UFO Cowboys.
It's been going since 2020. This must be a reboot.
It's relatively new, I think. Yeah.
2023 is it like post COVID?
No. This says... Yeah. Okay, no, this is just lying. This is 2023 versus 2003.
I see.
No.
Okay, what if they had a fight?
UFO Cowboys.
I will
The
say... to your
crossover episode.
I mean, UFO Cowboys, they have guns and shit, so. And
Well,
horses.
so do the Mountain Monsters guys. They often do the back-to-back with their shotguns. They have really bad gun safety, too. Like, I'm not a gun guy,
I
like
always
but
pointing
got like
guns at each
finger on the trigger.
finger on the trigger, pointing their shotguns in each other's faces. Like,
They're like, I don't know what you're gonna do about it, but we gotta catch this grass man.
They gesture with the guns a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta go over there, and they're constantly
You
flagging.
there.
Yeah.
They're constantly flagging the camera guy.
It's like you've seen
each
it.
other.
They do point their gun straight down the barrel of the camera multiple times.
It's a cool shot.
Yeah, don't
Alright.
worry about it.
So here's our last piece of logic, and then I'll move into like the real I went down the rabbit hole shit.
Okay.
So Native Americans lived in a cave.
Uh huh.
Tourists have gone missing from this cave.
Okay.
The cave is haunted.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Therefore, the monster from The Descent lives in this cave, and he's a necromancer who is controlling the ghosts of the Native Americans to attack tourists.
You mean like the movie The Descent?
Yeah,
So,
it's a cave dweller.
it's a good movie. I
Okay.
like that movie. I like that
I actually
movie.
love The Descent. It's great, but
It's a good movie.
No, yeah, no. The
I don't know if
Descent
the
is a
creature
wonderful
from it
movie.
are real.
I'm
though.
just.
it is intellectually crazy to show up in a cave, and then when you have to invent a cryptid that lives here in addition to the ghosts, you're like, it's the thing from The Descent.
That's so funny.
It's the crazy. What were the elves that lived underground in Skyrim called again? Do you remember?
Dwemer? I'm not a Skyrim guy. I need
The
help.
Dwemer.
I don't know.
I forget. But
It's
yeah,
probably the
it's like
Dwemer
those
or
guys.
something. That sounds like a.
The blind elves that live underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same shit. The cave
Yeah.
dweller, but it's just one, and he can control Native American ghosts.
He's got magical powers.
Again? Why do the Native American spirits keep getting manipulated like this?
They're catching so many strays on Mountain Monsters.
It's crazy.
So bad.
Why do all of the cryptids these guys come up with are like necromancer spiritualists that absorb the spirits of Native Americans?
I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway.
It sounds like they're just making shit up.
It sounds like they're making shit up, and it's like I've struggled to express to my loved ones why this bothers me so much, because every reality show makes stuff up. But it's the fact that they feel like they can just make shit up and you'll just swallow it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
just
they'll make shit up on the spot with no
make
effort.
up facts about Native Americans that aren't real, that aren't true.
Jeff will literally read Wikipedia pages as his research to people. Like, not even rewrite them, not even AI. He'll just read Wikipedia pages, and I'm like, there's something about that fucking pisses me off. Like, put a little bit of effort in.
Yeah.
Even when our only source
is see him type in Wikipedia.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah.
That's funny.
Wow.
I don't know. It feels like it feels like the confirmation bias, the lack of effort, the lack of budget. I don't know. All right. So how did we get here?
I don't get it. Why do they Sorry, I just
No, hit me.
decided to Google up Mountain Monsters, and they have a Bigfoot edition. And it's all isn't that 90% of your repertoire?
Well, that and the quest for Spearfinger.
Spearfinger.
What is okay? So is the rookie the guy with the bandana and the machete in the marquee
you
poster?
have to show me the image, and I will identify them for you.
Okay, let me just. Okay, so I'm taking a guess here right now.
That's another thing we didn't even get into is they find the deep state. They find a secret cabal of monster protectors who trap them in a shed.
The deep state?
The deep
Okay, so
state.
here's what I'm guessing.
Yes,
so
the rookie is the guy with the bandana. The guy next to him is Wild Bill. That's Trapper up front.
Trapper, yeah, obviously. Then to the left is the security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Then who's the guy in the red? What's his job?
Because
I know the guy on the far right, that's the guy who does the actual trapping.
Yeah, that's Willie. Yes,
that's Willie the Trapper.
Oh no, sorry. So that's Huckleberry. That's Buck.
Sorry. So no, Buck is the rookie, right?
Yes. So, okay. No, sorry. Huckleberry.
Huckleberry. Okay.
Who's security? Well, they're all nicknames except for Jeff.
Yeah, of course.
Makes sense.
But yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, Wild Bill looks like the kind of guy who would go in.
He's
there
allegedly works for the power company, and he also is an ex-Marine, and he talks about being an ex-Marine a lot.
I bet a lot of ex-Marines do.
Yeah.
I sure hope he's not a stolen valor kind of guy.
No way of knowing.
That might also be part of the kayfabe.
Yeah. All right. So now, Ryan, we're going to go into your realm a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to talk about TV and the history of TV.
Oh, wow.
Yippee!
Because I asked, how the fuck did we get here?
Yeah, how did we get here?
Flashback with me. All right, we're going in a hole. It's 1996. How you feeling?
I'm 6 years old.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm 5.
Pokemon's about to come out next year.
Pokemon's about to come out. Our lives are about to be changed forever.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of Pokemon in elementary school at the time, but a lot of other kids were. they were on that lifeblood. They were tapped into the stream. I remember vividly back in elementary school. A little tangent back in elementary school. When Pokemon dropped, there were a couple of kids from my class, and they were playing Imagination. They were playing Pokemon. Yeah, they were playing Pokemon. And I was all like, "Oh, let me join." No idea what was going on, right? I'm like, "Look what I found over here." I found a bunch of weapons, and then they're just like, "There's no weapons in Pokemon.
You invented
it's only
Pal World.
Pokemon."
You invented Pal World from first principles.
For a split second, Pal World came into view, but like it faded immediately because the kids that I was talking to was like, "There's no weapons in Pokemon. It's just Pokemon." And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gonna go over there." There's a perfectly fine jungle gym that I can hang from for a while.
Something about the phrase "a perfectly fine jungle gym's just like really comfy. I don't know.
But yeah, no, it was fun. And then later I learned about Pokemon. I was like, "Oh, I get it now."
Now it all makes sense.
Yeah, it was like a year later, and it came out on WB.
5 and 6-year-olds famously not good at explaining shit.
Never. They didn't bother to explain shit to me.
Yeah.
It was funny because it was just two other kids that were just like playing imagination. And I was all like, "Oh, like, let me get on this." And then as soon as they're like, "That's not what happens," I was like, "I'm leaving."
I remember being a little 6-year-old and pretending to be a Pokemon and fighting with your friends.
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh yeah.
You like wrestle and shit.
Yeah, you get into fights.
You pretend to be a Pokemon,
fights, but you know.
Pretend to be a Pokemon and breathe fire on each other.
Yeah.
But as soon as someone, whips out the Thunderbolt, you gotta pretend you're getting shocked.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 1996. What's
it's
1996.
Hey, have you ever heard of this little thing called the Discovery Channel?
I love the Discovery Channel.
Who doesn't love the Discovery Channel?
I especially loved the Discovery Channel around
I
this
used
time.
to anyway. I don't know about how it is doing now, but
I mean, back then the Discovery Channel was rad. They were just all like,
rad.
"Look at these animals."
Yeah,
was
100%
Ripley's
correct, right?
Believe It or Not wasn't on Discovery, was it?
I don't know.
No,
was
not
Ripley's
at the
on?
time. It might have shown up later, but I think it was mostly a sci-fi exclusive
I see,
situation.
I see. Yeah, that was a different channel.
Oh wait,
We could Google this.
Yeah, we can.
no, Ripley's Believe It or Not, did that not come out on like Fox or at least on like?
It sounds like Fox because Ripley is not
Yeah.
exactly.
No,
Ripley's
no,
Believe It or Not.
no. Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That was a
I
sci-fi
love
show.
Beyond
Yeah.
Belief Fact Fiction.
That's an awesome show.
It was on
ABC or NBC originally. God, there's a lot of them. What? There's
Yeah.
another one with Bruce Campbell as host that whips. Good luck, Bruce Campbell.
syndicated.
According to this, the original series was on ABC. There was a 1982 version
That sounds right.
that was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Okay.
And there's an
Okay.
animated version that was on Fox Family, and then there was the 2000s version, which is probably what you're thinking of, that was on TBS Superstation.
Ah, the
I see.
TBS Superstation.
Speaking of just reading Wikipedia articles, great content.
Yeah.
Sometimes
you
you
gotta.
have to go for it.
We're fact checking.
Other times,
it's
yeah.
important. We're fact checking ourselves.
Yeah, we're not hunting Bigfoot.
Yeah, we're not doing something
Exactly.
serious. Like
We're
hunting
not
Bigfoot.
saying that like Ripley's Believe It or Not was spearheaded by like Bigfoot, Mothman,
We don't know.
and like
We can't make that claim.
and like the Greys, like
We really don't know.
Yeah.
we're not saying that their small team of cryptids have been running a museum for humans.
Yeah,
It's just like
praising the infinite shit or the collector. It happens. It's real.
Yeah.
But yes, it's 1996. You're the Discovery Channel. You've done it. You are known for being educational, but you're also doing really good in the ratings and with your sponsors. What do you do? You're on the top of the
Pivot
world.
to reality TV.
We will get there.
no, that doesn't happen until like the 2000s when the
you're
writer's
right.
strike goes
You're right.
really hard.
You're right. Yeah.
They're like, why don't we make a bunch of spin-off shows
Oh yeah.
or spin-off
Awesome.
channels? So some of them you might remember, like Animal Planet.
Okay.
Oh, I love Animal Planet.
I used to love
Planet's
Animal Planet.
Just a channel. The whole channel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it was still
the
like,
whole
well,
channel of just like watch these elephants walk for like half an hour.
have
It
a
was a
good
good time. I
dog
love
dying
Animal
of food poisoning in Prague while watching Czech Animal Planet was like a great experience.
You're like, I'm about to throw up, but dear God, these cheetahs run fast.
Yeah.
What was that one Animal Planet show? The one with the green like CGI. that was like
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's called like Top 10 or something.
top 10 animals or something like that. Top 10 something, and they just rank animals by like how fast or how cool I guess they
and
are.
then they do recreations of like if you could run like the most extreme.
The most
extreme.
What a 90s ass. Can you find a 90s ass name than that?
The most.
That's like
extreme.
on the cusp of like 2000s. That's like a millennium changing
That was a great
title.
show. I love that.
But yeah, Animal Planet, Discovery Kids. I like Tuttenstein.
Yeah,
I like
Discovery Kids.
The Michelle Trachtenberg paranormal show on there, and the one where they try to debunk it, whose name I can't remember. But have you ever heard of fucking Discovery Channel Travel and Living?
Yeah,
Travel and Living. Yeah.
You have?
I
mean, like I watched a lot of TV.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have no memory.
it was a channel that I didn't own in my own home, but like when I went to like a cousin's house, like they would have like the special cable box, and it's just like,
gotcha.
Look at this, 1,000 channels, and it's like sick.
Do you have any memories of this channel? Because I do not.
All I know, like I did, like none of the shows on it like was like interesting to me. But from what I understand is that it dealt a lot with like going to a lot of other countries and like talking about like their history for a brief moment, maybe their wildlife, but like other than that, I never watched it.
Yeah, so initially it was a do-it-yourself channel that they were like, you know what was really big in 1994?
Making stuff.
The Home and Garden channel. And they're like,
Yeah.
Discovery was like, fuck HGTV. We need our own version of that.
They're like, why would you get advice about home and gardening from a channel called Home and Gardening?
Yeah.
So
Well,
what we're gonna do? Travel.
Well, they tacked the travel on there too because they also wanted to compete with Travel Channel, but Travel Channel wasn't so big at this point in time. We'll get there.
Dude, the Travel Channel is also it kind of
It has a very similar arc here.
Yeah.
But first we got to talk about Scripps. Have you ever heard of Scripps?
Scripps.
No.
This is a show?
This is a company that owned HGTV and Travel Channel and stuff like that. They were a major rival to Discovery Channel for many, many years.
Okay.
And they started out, this is also a sad story. Apparently they started out in 1878 as a newspaper focusing on labor issues, community service, and pushing worker-friendly politicians, which is all good.
That's awesome. Yeah.
If only we still had stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, this is exactly why we don't, because not long after, Hearst of Hearst Castle in California and, the bad guy from the Newsies and various other things, one of the major newspaper publishers, he bought out the newspaper.
Oh.
And then had it push his shit. And then when, Teddy Roosevelt busted up the monopolies, it got spun out as its own company again, away from the Hearsts.
That's good.
And today, it's the third largest news broadcasting syndicate behind the Sinclairs.
Oh.
The Sinclairs being the guys who are pushing all, like, the anti-trans stuff and, like... It's fine. It's fine.
That's gross.
It's cool that we could break up a monopoly and have it reform in 50 years.
Yeah. But I mean,
do it
like,
every 50 years.
what's their policies?
Yeah. So it might shock you guys to learn, based on the fact that none of us have any memories of this channel except for Ryan, who has no memories of any show, that the Discovery Travel and Living wasn't doing so well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
Especially compared
Doesn't
to
shock
Animal
me.
Planet.
Right.
But Animal Planet taking the turn for the worse later in the years. That made me sad.
Yeah.
So throughout, like, the rest of the 90s, it got continually retooled to try to compete. So sometimes they'd put more Food Network shows on there, because they were also trying to compete with Food Network, owned by Scripps.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it would be more travel stuff, because Travel Channel was very erudite, going to beautiful places. It wasn't yet roller coasters and ghost adventures.
Yeah.
They just kept trying to pivot to eat the competitor's lunch, and it just never found its footing. Until a little guy became the CEO and president of Discovery Channel by the name of David Zaslav.
Oh.
You guys want to talk about who David Zaslav is? You sound like you know.
I don't know this guy.
I've heard his name a few times, but whenever it's brought up, it's never.
So he's the current head of Warner Brothers and Discovery.
That's where That's
He is
right.
famously the guy who has killed most of the animation department.
Right.
Yeah.
He is famously the guy who killed movies that were nearly done, like Batwoman, Coyote, and Roadrunner.
And Acme.
And
Yeah.
Acme, yep, killed those movies and shows for a tax write-off in
Good
a
old tax
scheme that
write-offs.
you make the show somewhere like Australia where the dollar is lower, but you don't report that you're using Australian dollars because you don't have to. So you say,
Yeah.
look, we lost all this money, and then you end up
We gotta cut it.
when you cut the thing, when you have to destroy it so no one can ever see it. To report the loss, but you report the loss, you translate it back into US dollars, you make a lot of money by not actually making product. Capitalism is fine.
It's late game. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They're discovering metas every day.
Yeah.
No patch notes.
No patch notes, never fix it. He currently is paid over 290 times more than the median Warner Brothers employee because he's been CEO for so long.
You're just like, I've done such a good job, I deserve a raise.
And I don't want to get in trouble for libel, but he has kept the company afloat in ways that consumers and people working at the company have not enjoyed. And he is also, again, I want to be careful here, but he has also funded a lot of that money towards, let's say, a genocidal state or two. Without naming names.
No names.
Yep. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. It is 2006, and other than Mythbusters, Discovery is doing fine, but not amazing. And so...
Love Mythbusters.
Mythbusters is an all-timer. I think we can agree.
It's an all-timer.
Great, yeah.
So Zaslav is like, hey, let's fix all of our spin-off channels. And by all, I think this is probably where Most Extreme gets added, which I loved. This is fair programming. He takes Discovery home, and he's like, you know what? Let's appeal really hard to the green people. So in 2007, it dies, and it's reborn as Discovery Channel Planet Green, which is focused on climate change and sustainability. Now, you've been at parties with me.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen how people react when I tell them I work in that business.
Oh.
Or worked in that business. Even well-meaning people. How many people do you think tuned in?
Man.
How do you think this channel did?
Pretty bad, I imagine.
Yeah.
Not good. Because that's a channel I don't remember.
Yeah, I have no memory of this channel at all, despite definitely having this package at that time.
Wow.
People don't like it when you tell them that the planet is dying, even if it's true.
Yeah.
I mean...
I don't like it either.
But it's a truth you gotta face, man.
You gotta hear it, though. You gotta hear it.
But when people are trying to relax, they don't want to tune into this.
Yeah, I know. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I want to be in a good mood, but I also want... I want to be informed. I also want to be in a good mood,
Yeah. But when Animal Planet is right next door showing how a guy who, if his penis was as long as a barnacle's penis, it could, wrap around his house. I'm not going to watch a Meryl tell me how he can cook using ingredients from the local farmer's market.
I'm going to watch that. It's the morbid curiosity.
Yeah. People, left-ear people were like, hey, man, this is, just not as interesting as your other channels. And right-wing people were like... Conservative commenters found that most of the shows, since they were celebrities telling you how you could spend less money, were, preachy and annoying. So nobody liked it.
Yeah, nobody liked it.
Of course they would think it's that.
Yeah.
Of course they're just like, you're not putting money in my pocket?
Also, I don't know... I don't want to... Again, this is a libel or something like this, but almost all the shows were made by this guy named Andy Friendly. He was the main producer on them. He was weirdly the guy who created the show Hollywood Squares.
Oh.
Okay.
But it seems very weird to me to have one executive producer make all your shows. It feels like most of the money went to his pocket and then nobody watched it. I can't actually confirm that.
No.
Why does it sound like he's not very friendly.
Yeah, it's kind of a menacing last name. He could be a sweet guy. I didn't have time to dig into him.
Who knows? Who knows? People out there who know him probably are like, he's the greatest person in the world. Or he's incredibly threatening.
Yeah. He's an old Hollywood guy, so it's one of the two.
It's like it's
He's either going to be like,
extremes.
let me show you how to get into this, or he's got a closet full of skeletons. I don't know.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
It's either like, I can help you get into the industry,
I'm going to
or
mentor
I can
you
help
with
you
actual
get
helpful,
into the
useful
industry.
advice. Yeah. I hope we don't. We're sorry. This is just the spurious accusations for comedy.
We're not saying anything.
I'm not accusing him of anything.
We're not accusing anyone. So yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just saying his name doesn't lend to a very a very colorful character sometimes.
So while Planet Green was spinning its wheels, the other competing networks were having the paranormal boom, right? As Brian alluded to, the writer's strike had happened. Reality TV was suddenly huge because it didn't take writers. It was very cheap to produce. People
MTV
loved
was
it.
just all like, we'll just put out a show called The Real World, and we're just going to follow 6 teens around trying to live their lives. And then people are all like, I will watch these 6 to 8 like 19-year-old dudes and gals fall in love and argue in a small, well, not a small, but in like a pretty sizable like shared apartment.
I would say, to the credit of the producer of that show, like, large enough that everyone had their own space, but small enough that you were constantly forced into.
Yeah, that like there's conflict.
They had to share bathrooms.
Yes.
And then it's just all like, and then, you know, network execs were just like, oh my God, we can just put strangers into a house and then they'll make content for us. Which is kind of like the precursor to like how streaming in real life is now.
Yes, you're 100% correct.
And it's just kind of like,
Part of that was stuff like Survivor hitting it big. Like, what the difference between a reality show and a game show is often very tenuous, I find.
Yeah, I don't know. A game show, there has to be a game involved.
Well, there's a game in Survivor.
Yeah, so it's like a
Surprise.
game show, yeah.
There's
yeah,
just
the
like a
game
mini
is
game.
Survivor.
It's
like a
basically
blended
Mario
game.
Party.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, you know, in between the mini games, you have to like forage your own food, kill this fish.
Didn't we talk about Survivor?
Avoid getting dysentery.
Didn't we talk about Survivor and how, like, you know, like sometimes the prize wasn't like good enough, so no one would like do anything.
No one would be motivated enough.
I've seen one season of Survivor and I liked it. After watching the dropout fake Survivor, so I don't know.
I think I remember hearing a TikTok or something where like they were like it was like a Bud Light sponsorship was happening, and like they had to do something.
Starving, and there's like, have some Bud Light.
They had to do something, and the prize, they had to do like a game, and the prize was like a Bud Light, and nobody thought the prize was like good enough, so like nobody decided to win, and the producers had like a mini panic attack.
That's so funny
because like it was a Bud Light sponsored thing, so like they decided to up the ante, and they had like, okay, you get to go to a bar and there's unlimited Bud Light and food.
That is so funny.
And they didn't have a bar, so they just turned like the catering area into like a faux bar. And all of the people in the bar were like actually just the producers and stuff.
I'm full body.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But also, honestly, it kind of fucked up on their part, where they're just like, you win this mini game and you get this one can of Bud Light. And it's all like, no one wants to play for that. You've already put them on an island.
Yeah.
Where it's just all like, you have to survive by finding water and harvesting your own food for a while.
I don't think
apart
it was
from
a
like
single,
the
it might have been a case, but still not enough motivation, you know.
Yeah.
I mean like a case is a little better, but it's like, what are you gonna do with 12 cans of beer on an island? You know, it's gonna get warm eventually, and then it's just gonna taste like terrible piss water.
I just think it's hilarious that they turned like the catering area into like a faux bar for like the
Yeah,
Can you
just for the
imagine the
moment.
producers watching you starve to death from the catering area bar? Just like,
I mean, it's that level of like, like when you think about it, it's that one step into like that dystopian like Hunger Games type shit, where it's just like the rich is there, enjoying like their charcuterie board while
Yeah.
fucking
Yes.
watching you fucking break an ankle by trying to climb up a coconut tree. And then like giggling to themselves, and then like going on about like, oh well, I put $2,500 into this stock today.
God.
Anyway, where were we, John?
Where were we? Okay, so we're talking about how, Discovery Channel was like trying to make content about, cynically, but still trying to make content about how to save the planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ghost show, reality shows
Yeah.
hit it big, and one of the subcategories of reality show is the Monster Hunter show that I love so much.
Yeah.
Sometimes seriously, sometimes ironically.
Yeah. I mean, like, I enjoy them too.
Yeah. So do you
Yeah.
remember Ghost Hunters? Just flat
Of
Ghost
course.
Hunters. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it
Yeah.
first came out, yeah, huge.
With taps.
Yes. Yes.
I would
With
watch it
taps,
with my
with
sister.
taps.
My sister and I were like young fans.
Yeah, I was a huge fan. Obviously, it rewrote my brain chemistry.
Uh-huh.
Gesundheit.
My
So
allergies
it-
are killing me right now.
It is October 2004, and the Sci-Fi Channel, which has long been a dumping ground for
For like really kind of just like either ass like asylum movies or
hidden gems or ass movies. Like you have
Yeah.
Mystery Science Theater Refuge there,
hidden gem. Mm.
Cleopatra 2099 or whatever the fuck it's called.
Mm.
But also just like a lot of like Mosquito Man and Frankenfish. And so they're like, hey, here we're going to follow around two working class plumbers as they use beep beep boopy devices to find ghosts. And smash hit. Smash hit.
It really was, yeah.
Starts the genre of dudes, and it's almost always dudes wandering around
Yeah.
allegedly haunted locations using science-y but not science devices to
It's science-y, but
Yeah.
it's not rooted in anything actually like research.
They're like, this beeps when there's a ghost around. Okay, cool. How do you prove that it's the ghost that's making it do that? We don't know ghosts exist.
yeah,
EKGs.
Yeah.
yeah, the
Well, that's
EKG machine.
Ghostbusters.
That was, yeah.
So that show's a huge hit.
Well, they
It's
use
massive.
something. They use the what do you call it? They use the
EMF,
the EMF
detectors.
device.
It's always fun
which
when
is
they grab,
my
like,
least favorite device next to the Ovilus because they're wandering around an old house with unshielded wiring.
Yeah, the electromagnetic
covered
fields.
in electric devices like cell phones and other ghost detectors, with a device that beeps when it detects electricity.
He goes doot 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 doot.
Because ghosts are made of electricity.
And then they also use the thing where it's just all like, this device rapidly changes between 6,000 radio frequencies.
Yeah, which is basically like that one. I also hate that. Like I said, that's the obvious. It's my least favorite one because
Yeah. It's
there-
just noise.
I can, if I'm in the zone, I can believe that ghosts can control electricity or
Yeah.
somehow on that wave, and therefore you can use a device that beeps and boosts when you find an anomaly. Maybe it's a ghost, but to be like, ghosts can control electricity. Ghosts have fine enough control of electricity that they can choose what radio stations your device are randomly flipping through, and they have enough foresight to flip through the radio stations that are about to say the words that they want to say, so they can tell you to get out or buy, apple taters.
I think, what do you call it? I think at one point they like flipped the lore on that on that
Oh, yeah, I mean,
concept. Where it's just like, oh, they can flip through the radio stations to create a voice that they can use to address you.
Yeah.
Or they have their spiritual energy go through, like, the only way that their voice can be picked up is that like the rapidly changing frequencies is able to tap into the frequencies that the ghosts speak in.
This
and
is
so
so complicated. This is so complicated.
and so their
Anyway.
voice is able to reach you. Spooky.
I could yell about ghost hunting devices forever, but like, it's a huge hit. It costs almost no money to produce because it's just two plumbers and their friends wandering around places.
Of course, yeah.
Some of
huge
the places
two
they go
guys
are
who
really,
made enough
really pretty,
money to
too.
buy
They
a
go to some really
camera.
nice houses.
Yeah, they go to nice houses. They go to castles. They go to places that have the ambiance.
Yeah.
How do you think they felt like when they pitched this show to like the.
I would actually love to look into the development of the show because there's no way they went to Sci-Fi Channel, right? I think some producer was like,
Oh yeah, for sure. Some producer was just like, here's the concept.
because these groups have existed for longer than that, so somebody must have just plucked one of these groups and said, "You're it."
Yeah.
Anyway, so my favorite frenemy of the show, one of the most, that's 2004, and by 2008, a little Las Vegas DJ would start his own ghost adventure.
Good old
Zach Vegas.
Zach Baggage.
So this would show up on the Travel Channel, and this would like rewrite the DNA of Travel Channel, because
Yeah.
why, if you're flying people to weird locations to eat the food, that's less, I have to agree, that is less interesting than flying somebody to weird locations to eat the food and then look for ghosts. And you know what? Eventually, it gets much easier. You no longer have to fly these guys to Italy, to Thailand, whatever, George Zimmerman weird foods. You can fly Zach Baggins from Las Vegas to California. Way cheaper.
Yeah, it's like
And
a 45-minute drive.
They don't even need to
45-minute
eat food
flight.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't. They quickly drop that.
Yeah.
The
Huge,
first few episodes of just Zach Baggins is like, we're here in Italy and I'm having pasta.
yeah.
This is a pasta primavera cooked by a 2-star chef. It's delicious. Anyway, we're going into this castle, which has catacombs connected to it, and the ghosts here are going crazy.
Yeah. So, long story short, right? Discovery Channel actually buys Travel Channel for a short amount of time in the late 2000s, but lets them go. Once they're let go, Ghost Adventures hits big. Travel Channel's DNA gets rewritten. Discovery Channel goes, "Fuck! We could have had
Why
that."
did we hang on to it? Damn it!
Discovery Channel looks at their own ghost hunting show, A Haunting, which is a scripted reenactment show, and it's like, this is expensive to produce.
Hmm.
This isn't quite right.
Of course,
We
it's
need-
way more expensive.
It's like actors and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting
it's all
actors. You're
recreations.
setting up sets. Whether or not it's an actual area or something on a studio, but it's like you're recreating ghost experience. Well, not
It's
experiences,
basically,
but
as
ghost
Grimbeard,
stories.
the YouTuber Grimbeard has pointed out, it's basically one hallway they keep reusing, but that's it's still expensive because they're actors. Okay, so by 2012, Planet Green would die, and it would come back as Destination America.
Oh my god! Why America?
Destination America, quote, is a network focusing primarily on cuisine, natural history, travel programming, appealing towards Middle America.
All right.
We as coastal elites, when we hear Middle America, I hear a dog whistle.
Middle America.
Middle
Yeah,
America,
like all those states in the middle.
All those states in the middle, right? Yeah. There's a bunch
All
of
the
them.
states.
There's like 2 rectangles.
So the initial branch of shows here is they're like, we're not going to try to be the Travel Channel. We're not going to be trying to be the Cooking Channel. We're not trying to be the Home and Garden Channel. We're going to be all of them, but we're going to be America, all of them. Why
That's what
travel
we're
to
gonna
Italy
be.
when you could travel to America?
Yeah. Welcome to Wyoming.
So
That's it.
This is the most dad-coded initial launch of shows I've ever heard. We have Cheating Las Vegas, which is how to cheat in Las Vegas, and also how people
Okay.
who have cheated have been caught and then violently punished.
Oh, yeah.
We have multiple food shows, mostly aimed at barbecues and fast food.
Yummy.
And in October, David Zaslav was like, "Well, let's finally add our paranormal show. We'll add one little paranormal show, okay? We still want to compete with the highbrow stuff of Travel and History Channel."
Highbrow. Quote unquote highbrow stuff.
Well, like, again, this was still like Barefoot Contessa and like
right. Was
they were-
when did Anthony Bourdain and No Reservations start doing?
God, I don't know, but yeah, this is like peak that time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They did not have an Anthony Bourdain. They did not have a Guy
I thought you
Fieri.
meant in like terms of like their ghost show.
No, I mean, like, I say highbrow, but that really shit. Like, when Anthony Bourdain is, I think, like, legit great TV, but like,
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
He is, yeah.
But I don't know if I would put Guy Fieri, no offense, on that same level, like, but
He's
that
close.
was what they wanted.
He's close.
He's
I will
he's
say
a little
he-
there. He became the Food Network face.
Yeah.
yeah.
along with like Rachel Ray
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Emerald Lagasse, of course.
So when this one little hillbilly monster hunting show hits the airwaves, you want to guess what happened?
Hillbilly Monster.
It blew up.
It was a huge hit.
It was huge.
It was the single most watched show in that channel's entire history by a large margin. Even after they picked up, in 2015, they picked up TNA and Impact Wrestling, Mountain Monsters still outstripped that show.
There was one backwater guy, like really backwater, down in like Louisiana, that was just all like, "That's me."
Yeah.
My God, I could be a monster hunter.
I could fight Spearfinger.
So like, I got a gun. I could run into a cornfield. There could be
It's also
monsters
like-
anywhere.
So in 2016, they were like, okay, we're going to take one step forward, all right? The paranormal block is good. It's big. We're going to have Paranormal Fridays, which I have to admit I loved, where they take all the ghost shows from all the various Animal X from Animal Planet, Mountain Monsters, A Haunting, all the UFO hunters, take all their paranormal shows, played them until like 5 a.m. on this
From
channel
like
on Fridays.
like a 1 o'clock block, or does it
Yeah.
start at like 8?
It was literally all Friday.
Wow.
Oh wow. Oh,
And,
not
like,
bad.
I obviously
Okay.
didn't have cable by that point, but every time I came home to my parents' place,
You're just like,
was watching the
I'm
shit.
in.
Yeah.
yeah. This is not that long ago. This is 2016.
Right.
In fact, the only thing that ever knocked Mountain Monsters off of the top slot, from what I can find, is Paranormal Lockdown, which Zach Baggins' number 2 guy before he got kicked off the show was this dude named Nick Groff.
Uh-huh.
They had a really bad breakup. Nick Groff went to Destination America and made his own, definitely not Ghost Adventure show called Paranormal Lockdown. So the only thing that ever beat Mountain Monsters was Ghost Hunter's clone. Or, Ghost Adventure's clone.
Paranormal
Ghost Adventures
Lockdown.
close.
Yeah, have you ever even heard of it?
No. Is this like
No.
prison ghosts?
Well, remember Zach Baggins' whole thing is like, I'm going to lock myself into this house for 24 hours, so no matter how bad
that's
the
what
ghosts
it is.
get
I
me.
see, I see.
So it's just that concept.
It's just doubling down on that concept, yeah.
Wow. That's
Like today we're
messed
going to
up,
lock
this whole
ourselves
idea.
into this small box locked
So this
inside
is
of this
so funny to
haunted
me.
hotel.
Yeah. So by shortly after the Paranormal block did so well that it just became the Paranormal channel, and I'm gonna post for you here. You can watch all the translations, but like if you scroll down in 2017, when the channel was like, "Fuck it, we're done being cool." They switched from the red, white, and blue Destination America to the spooky black Destination America logo.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
And then it
scroll
becomes
down to
black and red.
2017. It's so funny to me.
That's interesting.
Destination
Very-
America.
That's interesting. Why would they? Oh,
Because it's
okay,
spooky.
I see.
Because they don't
Yeah,
give a
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
about
It says
America
right
anymore.
there. It says right there. Since 2017, when the network switched to all paranormal related programming.
Yep.
That's super funny.
It's so funny.
Wow.
They're like, can't have the red, white, and blue. Not spooky enough. We're the ghost show. We're the ghost
We're the
network.
ghost channel now.
Just black and white.
I honestly miss the like. I've never watched this channel, but like I'm already just missing their old Destination America logo,
Yeah.
where it's like the ends of like the hairs of a paintbrush that's been
It is,
like
it is a nice logo.
yeah that
It's
like
not bad.
drew this like minimalist version of the American flag.
Yeah.
But then, like, now, of course, with everything that, like, came from the turn of, like, the mid-10s,
Yeah.
like, oh, we gotta simplify it. Fucking clean up the edges, make sure they're all measured up.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
Yeah.
that's so boring.
It's so boring and corporate. I mean, not that they were ever not a corporation, but...
Yeah.
No, yeah. But still, I mean, like,
Yeah.
So, all of this to compete with Travel Channel. All of this to compete with all the other shows.
which is kind of crazy if you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
To fight with Travel Channel, which is like a dude that's been in his lane for like the majority of his like network life. Or it's like,
careers created and wiped out all to compete
Yeah.
with Travel Channel. And in 2018...
Discovery just wiping slates clean.
Yeah, in 2018, the year after they switched to all paranormal content, they buy the Travel Channel from Scripps, and all of this was pointless.
All of it was pointless.
If
They
you
did
go,
all of this.
If you go to the HBO/Discovery app now, you will see that it is a mix of prestige HBO shows and Zach Baggins shows.
Mm-hmm.
All the animation, as we discussed, wiped out by Zaslav. All the non-travel stuff is buried or hard to,
Man.
He's like,
all
we gotta
of it
get...
congealed into one giant organism showing you Nazi UFO paranormal ghost Spearfinger Native American cave Mothman did 9/11.
Just
Shit.
everything. Just a amalgam. A veritable goo monster of shows that shouldn't exist together.
And just I like this is the final button is like this is not unique. This is just how one channel went from being like, what if we taught you how to repair your own window to being like Mothman did 9/11. Right?
So weird. Oh man.
We know the History Channel went through a similar evolution of history to Nazis to ancient aliens. Yeah. We just talked about how Travel Channel went from like, here's a beautiful art museum in Italy to I'm gonna call a ghost the F slur. Animal Planet went from cool animal documentaries to celebrity aquariums and Bigfoot bullying.
Oh, yeah.
Not finding Bigfoot famously.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't have a succinct capital, but I feel like there is a slot. It is an example of like how corrosive capital is to like actually trying to make meaningful content.
I don't know. All this talk of like Travel Channel makes me nostalgic for like No Reservations. You know, the Anthony Bourdain show.
Anthony Bourdain was a real one.
He was so great. Oh man,
he did what he loved.
Yeah.
There's a great moment in his Iran one where he's like he's talking to an Iranian guy, obviously, and the Iranian guy is like, I think we can both agree that our governments are assholes, but you and me, we're cool. And in this day and age, I hope that's true. I like to think that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
we have more in common with them than we know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel like I think that's just like the thing, right? Like, not to pivot, segue.
No, I'm done. Segue. Put a happy ending on this if possible.
Yeah. But like, to avoid sounding preachy, like, isn't that just what humanity is? Like, we're all, like, we're literally all the same type of person, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have arms and legs.
We're all human.
Like, all gotta eat, all got loved ones.
We all got humanity. We all find love. We all want to protect things that's near to us. But it's just like, I don't know, like, to make your personality, like, to make the government your personality, or whatever, like, leader that you have, like, your personality. I think that's, like, incredibly dehumanizing. To, like, strip away, like, what's essentially you. Yeah. Just to represent something that, like, sure, if you have any kind of matching ideologies, is, like, would make sense to you. But it's, like, when you boil down to it, like, you can just, like, we could just be two dudes, like, eating the same food.
Yeah.
Enjoying life the same way, you know?
That's what Anthony Bourdain was all about, right? It was like going to places, trying food he wasn't familiar with, even if it was warthog asshole.
Yeah.
Famously, and like the Kalahari episode.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't like it, fine. But that was an experience, right?
That was an experience, and he got to connect with another person over it. And, that's nice. That's what matters.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Oh, man. Thank you, John. Thank you,
Ryan.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to, again, what I'm calling a manifesto episode. I went insane, and now you got to hear about it.
No, it's fine, but it's just like, every time we talk about, like, old television, like, every time, like, the conversation goes to old television, it's just like,
Yeah.
It's like we lost a level of culture there.
I mean, on one hand, I think that's sad to call it a level of culture, because I'm like, certainly culture's other things, but I think you're right. As we've talked about the balkanization, like, everybody used to tune in to like Beverly Hillbillies or whatever. Like, these used to be sort of like talking points and stuff
It used
like
to be
that.
like
And
rituals,
Exactly.
that people
Yeah.
would do. We'd all
We
watch
gather
Lost
around
at the
at-
same
yeah.
time.
And I didn't
We
watch
gather
Lost,
around at
but I
7
still
p.m.
picked it up because
watch
people were talking about it.
TGIF, you know?
Yeah.
Lost is good.
Because the next day at like in middle school, you know, people are gonna talk about like the new episode of fucking Step by Step or some
Or
shit,
Invaders, yeah, like,
or Family Matters.
Yeah.
yeah.
You had to
man.
be on. You had to be in the know.
You had to. Oh man, I guess just well,
Thank you,
Connect
everybody.
with somebody. Touch grass, eat a food, talk to another human.
go touch grass. Go try a new restaurant, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you know what? Just like go out, absorb the sun.
Yeah, go get some vitamin
vitamins,
D.
you know?
Yeah, get some vitamin D.
I know a lot of you probably think like, why should I go outside? It's great. It feels great.
You'll feel better. Trust me, if you go outside.
It's one of those things, too. Like, I fucking hate how much when I'm having a bad day, taking a stupid little walkie,
Yeah,
drinking a little water, eating a little food, and exercising makes me feel.
yeah, it makes you feel better.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah,
Like
Hanging with the homies, really important, too.
yeah,
Even
Hanging
if
with
it's
the
just over
homies.
Discord.
yeah.
like you know, you need that connection, but you got to remember we're animals that
We're social
we're animals that live under the same sun.
That's
that
the thing.
shit-
Taking it back to Monkey and Ape. We're
Yeah.
still Ape strong together. Go hang
Ape
out with
strong
Ape.
together.
Go eat orange. Go hang out with Ape. Touch grass. Touch
Don't
tree.
spit it into your hand and eat it again. Your friends will look at you strangely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh man. Well,
have a good one out there. Thank you, Jesse
That's the
Sanders, for making it
button.
the theme song.
donate if you can. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about
Look at
us.
our
Mostly.
coffee. Look at our Patreon. Again, there will be some content that will be on there.
5 stars.
Yeah.
5 stars. I mean, give us whatever rating you feel like. Any
Rate
ratings.
rate us on Apple Podcasts. We'd appreciate
Yeah,
it. Leave a
drop us a
review.
co-
Spotify
comment.
now. Anywhere you're feeling it. I know it's a fucking
Yeah.
annoying, but
It's
yeah, it
annoying.
helps.
Like we live in a incredibly unnecessarily interconnected age of just apps and
Yeah.
services. If you find this podcast on anything, you know, just watch it.
Yeah.
Listen to it. I mean,
listen
you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, homies. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.